High shipping and construction costs for consumers are just some of the prices already on the rise after nearly $200 million tax hike law takes effect July 1st. Gina Mangieri has more in this story tonight. Gina.
Ron, shipping and building are among industries that will have to pay more when a GE tax exemption gets suspended for 2 years, just weeks from now. And that so far means passing costs on to buyers. Still to be determined, how will Hawaiian Airlines deal with its $40 million share? Certain tax exemptions were previously put into place to de-pyramid or prevent the piling on of GE tax on top of GE tax along the supply chain in things like shipping, construction subcontractors, and certain airline costs. That's changing this summer.
The legislature had to find revenues in order to support the core services of the state. And the fact is that many people have already been paying their excise tax, and others got a break from it.
As of July, consumers can already plan to pay more for everything brought to the islands. Starting July 10th, Matson Navigation is adding $52 to the cost of every container shipped to and from Hawaii to make up for the now taxed stevedoring that's no longer exempt.
90% of what we use in home building today is brought in through shipping.
And that's not the only reason that construction, one of Hawaii's biggest industries, is bracing for a hit. Subcontractors also lost the exemption.
One tax beginning at the very beginning may be taxed 4 or 5 times before it gets to the consumer. We figure that on a home about 1,800 square feet, it'll add about $10,000 additional taxes to that home.
They say the cost hikes on bigger public works projects will be more sharply felt by taxpayers, a minimum 12 to 15% more.
It will only increase the cost of public works, of all the infrastructure work that we're trying to do to stimulate the economy.
Why look at it at the negative side and look at it as if you weren't working? I'm putting out my New Day Works projects. Believe me, isn't it better to be paying taxes on jobs that you have than not having to pay taxes because you have no jobs and no work?
Now, Hawaiian Airlines is still assessing how their fares, fees, and maybe even jobs could be impacted, saying they're considering adjustments on both the revenue and cost side of the business. Gina Mangieri, KHON2 News, Hawaii's news leader.